Alright then guys, welcome back to another video, and we have some huge news regarding Warzone 2, stuff that's going to be really helpful to you guys and stuff that's just completely different to the previous Warzone we've had for the last 2 years. This stuff's going to be really helpful for you guys and you need to know it all so you're ready for when the game comes out. Before we do get into this video though, please drop a like and also subscribe down below. It literally takes 2 seconds, it's 1 click, and it really does help out the channel, and let's get into the video. So Warzone's been probably the biggest thing in Call of Duty history and it's been massive for the last 2 years, and when it first came out, Activision were not expecting the success it had. Literally, they didn't build it to be successful really. They didn't think it's going to be good at all. That's why we had so many glitches, game-breaking things, and it just wasn't ready for the player base it had and the popularity it had. I mean, you name it, Warzone's had a problem with it. Hackers, glitches, just game-breaking things, and it's kind of been a rough ride with this last 2 years, but it's been fun and it's been really good, but there's been a lot of game-breaking and frustrating moments that you just can't control. I mean, the hackers was just something else. At one point, it was literally unplayable. You would go into a game of Warzone, and I think there was more people hacking than there wasn't. It was just so easy to make new accounts and stuff like that. It just really wasn't built to be a popular game, and people just manipulated the game, and just, especially the files and stuff like that, got into it, changed it for whatever reason, and that's why they were just kind of unretainable. They were so broken that they couldn't really do much about it. So why I'm really excited is because with this new Warzone game, they're going to be ready. They're going to be expecting a lot of players to be playing, so they're not going to make the same mistake twice. This game is going to be built so it's prepared for the player base it's going to have. And one big thing, which is going to be the huge news for this video, is in the previous Warzone, you couldn't download it without downloading the Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer. You literally had to have both, and it was quite annoying. So this time, they're going to be changing that. And considering the file size for Warzone and Modern Warfare, having both of those games would take up a lot of storage, especially for console players. It would take up pretty much half your space. Warzone being about 100 gigabytes, and same with the multiplayer. That's 200 gigabytes, and I used to have a 500 gigabyte PS4 and it's an absolute nightmare. But I'm going to quickly read out this tweet here from the Ghost of Hope because this is huge news, and once again, he's a leaker that pretty much leaks everything. So this tweet from the Ghost of Hope here, Warzone 2 about a separate application, but the important bit, you have the option of having only Warzone 2 installed or only having MW2 installed. You don't have to have them both. So they're trying to keep these games as linked as possible and as much as they can, but not just throwing it down your throat like they did in the last game, forcing you to have the multiplayer if you wanted the Warzone and vice versa. So now you can have the option, and this is absolutely huge. It just makes such a difference. And like I just told you guys, this is good for storage reasons, but not only that, it's good for the game as well, because if you remember, when you had to update one game, it would update them both and you couldn't play. I couldn't play Modern Warfare multiplayer if my Warzone was updating, and not only that, a lot of the Warzone updates, you should just break the MW 2019 multiplayer. You would have so many new glitches, or the game just wouldn't work properly because like the game files were linked, and it was just all messed up. So this will prevent that now. You won't be expecting a Warzone update to absolutely ruin the multiplayer because that was actually a likely thing on Modern Warfare 2019. The amount of times the game was just unplayable for about 3 hours because of a new Warzone update, which is mental. And same the other side as well. Warzone had a lot of times where it was kind of broken for a little bit because of a multiplayer update. It was really annoying, to be honest. Like, I don't know how we put up with it for 2 years. There was one time about a year ago that stuck out to me where MW 2019 for a solid like week was unplayable with hackers, just the game wouldn't work properly. And that was all cause for a Warzone update. I'm pretty sure it was a new map update for Warzone. Completely broke the multiplayer. So they're spending a lot of time on this now, but it's so worth it because it was something that needed to be resolved, and they never really did resolve it for Warzone 1, but thank God they're sorting it out in Warzone 2. But that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to make it to let you know because I've seen a lot of people worrying about this, and myself included. I was kind of worried about this, and when I figured this out, I was so happy to know we haven't got to have both games downloaded. So I thought I'd just let you guys know, especially for the console players because it affects you guys most. That is a weight off your shoulders if you don't want both games installed.